Hello everyone, how are you all? I think all of you are fine and safe. So let's welcome you all in my accountancy class for higher secondary first year commerce. So in our previous classes we have discussed some of the important content of our first chapter in accountancy, because whenever we're going to start our new syllabus, our new things of the accountancy or any subject, we need to learn some of the basic concept of that subject. Okay, so if you remember the previous classes, then what are the different things we have learned? Okay, the first things we have learned, that is event. Okay, remember what is event? An event means anything that happens in business life. Okay, so if we classify event, then we find events are of two types, that is one is monetary event and another is non-monetary event. Okay, so what is monetary event? Monetary event means the events which can be which can affect the financial position of a person are called monetary event. Okay, and which does not affect the financial position of a person, it is called non-monetary event. Okay, so I will not discuss this in detail in that class, because today we are going to learn some of the important things or one important concept of accountancy. Because as our subject is accountancy, then we need to learn what is account. Okay, so in today's class our topic is account and classification of accounts. Classification of accounts. Okay, so in normal sense, if we hear the term account, then we simply know that the account means the bank account of a person or bank account of any organization. Okay, so it is in business, it is different. Okay, so whenever a person purchases goods, he paid money to the person. Okay, so that means we continuously dealing with that person. That means I am selling the goods to him, he will pay me the cash. Okay, in such a case I am dealing continuously with him. Okay, so if all the transaction I have recorded in my books of accounts, that means in accountancy we have to record all the transactions in our books of accounts. Okay, so now for our benefit and for our ease of doing the business, we will record all the transactions relating to that person in his account only. Okay, for example, if I am selling goods, if I am selling goods to Mr. Amir. Okay, selling goods to Mr. Amir. Okay, what does it mean? It means that I am the businessman, I am the owner of the business, and I am selling goods to him. And in return, what I will receive? Amir will pay money. Amir will pay cash to me. Okay, this is actually the transaction, because I am selling the goods and he will pay me the money. This is for one time. Next time I am also sell goods to him. Okay, that is, suppose if we record it, because whenever any transaction happens, we will record it by date. Okay, so suppose it occurs on 1st April. Okay, so after 1st April, on 5th April, he will again come to us and purchases goods from me. So I am selling the goods and he will pay me the cash. Okay, now for our ease of doing the business or ease of recording, we will record all the transactions related to Amir in his account. Okay, so what is account? An account is a summarized record of all the transactions. An account is a summarized means brief, সংক্ষিপ্ত যেটাকে বাংলাতে বলা হয়। An account is a summarized record of all the transactions relating to any person, any item, any asset or any liabilities. Okay, I think all of you have remembered that is my classes on asset and liabilities. Okay, so this is called account. Okay, so if we write the definition of account, what is account? An account is a an account is a An account is a summarized record of all the transactions, relating to a person, an asset, an item of income, and expenses. This is the definition of account. What is account? An account is a summarized. Okay, remember this point. An account is a summarized record of all the transactions relating to a person, একটা পার্সনের ক্ষেত্রে হতে পারে, relating to an asset, that means একটা সম্পত্তি বা অ্যাসেটের ক্ষেত্রে হতে পারে, an item of income or an item of expenses. Okay, so like if I am paid salary, okay, suppose I am paid salary to staff, okay, so I will pay the salary to staff monthly basis, okay, because whenever we pay salary it will paid in monthly basis. Okay, so if we maintain the salary account, then we will find that what is the actual amount of salary paid by me to all the staffs in a accounting year. Okay, so whenever we do account, it will be for an year, so what it is accounting year. Okay, if we maintain the salary account, then we will easily find what is the actual amount of salary we will pay to any person or any staff of the organization. Similarly, commission account. Okay, commission account. Okay, so commission account means I have to pay certain amount of commission to any salesman or any agent of the business. Okay, so in such a case, if I maintain the commission account, then I will find at the end of the year or any time that what is the actual amount of commission I have paid. Okay, so similarly, sundry debtor account. Okay, sundry debtor account. So I think all of you know what is sundry debtor because I have discussed it earlier. Sundry debtors means to those persons to whom we sell goods on credit and sell goods on cash. Also sell goods and services on credit. Okay, suppose a sundry debtor is the Ram. Ram is the person to whom we sell goods on credit in an accounting year. Okay, so if you suppose Ram is purchasing goods from us in multiple times, because he will not purchase for one time or he will not purchase for two times, because if we sell goods to him on credit, that means he is our regular customer, so we will sell goods to him on continuous basis. Okay, হঠাৎ যদি কেউ আমাদেরকে বলে যে আমি এখন পর্যন্ত রামের কাছে কত টাকার গুডস সেল করেছি, what is the actual amount of goods we have sold to Ram, then we cannot find it. Okay, because we are not maintaining account. And if we maintain the account of Ram, then if anyone asks me anytime that what is the actual amount of goods sold to him, we can easily find after in his sundry debtor account, that is Ram account. Okay, so suppose furniture account. What is furniture? Furniture is an asset for the organization. So I am purchasing furniture on 1st day of January. I am again purchasing furniture on last day of January. I am again purchasing the furniture on 15th Feb. And that means in a year I have purchased furniture for multiple times. Okay, so if our accounting year starts from January to December, then in August, if anyone asks me, they tell me what is the actual amount of furniture you have purchased. Okay, so if in such a case, if you maintain the furniture account, then you can easily find that what is the actual amount of furniture. If we maintain the furniture account, then we will easily find that what is the actual amount of furniture we have paid in an accounting year and in what date we have purchased it. And it is also found that whether we purchased it on cash or on credit. Okay, so this is the type of account that is normally maintained by business for their ease of doing the business, because whenever we will do account, when we will do business, there is a transaction, and all the transaction have to be recorded in the books of account of the organization, and this process is called bookkeeping. Okay, so what are the different books of accounts that I have already told you? The one is journal, another is ledger, and another is trial balance. These are the main important books of account that is maintained by a business. Whenever any transaction happens, it will be recorded in journal. It will be recorded in journal because journal is a books of primary entry. Okay, so first we record it in journal, then we post it into ledger. Okay, so whenever we will post it into ledger, we will post it by account. That means all the transactions related to furniture will be recorded in the furniture account. All the transactions related to our debtor RAM will be recorded in the RAM account. It will not be recorded in any other account. Okay, because it is related to RAM. Similarly, any amount paid as salary, we will record it into salary account. So in journal, we record it in rough sense, we record it in primarily, that is thoroughly, but whenever we will post it into ledger, it will be posted through ledger account or through account. So this is account, and account is a summarized record of all the transaction relating to person. That means for me, if anyone do business, and if any transaction he can, if it transact with me, okay, so then all the transaction related to me he will record in my account. Okay, and that is my account means the account which is managed by him. Okay, so all the transaction he will do with me, he will record it into my account, that is by my name. So an account is a summarized record of all the transactions relating to a particular person. Okay, suppose if we find, suppose if we find rent account. Rent means whenever we will take a building or take a room for long period of time. Okay, so we have to pay it. When it is not, when it is, when we are not the owner of that building, then we have to pay rent to the landlord. Okay, so if we maintain the rent account, then we can easily identify what is the actual amount of money I will pay to him as rent. Okay, suppose in first day of in 1st February I pay him 4,000. Okay, then 1st March 4,000. Okay, then 1st April 4,000. Okay, why in it? That means in rent account we record only the transactions related to rent. So whenever we find account, or whenever someone asks me what is account, we will say that the account is a summarized record of all the transaction relating to any particular person, any particular item of income, any particular item of expenses, or any particular asset or any particular liability. Okay, so if any transaction related to RAM, all the transactions related to RAM will be recorded in RAM account. Any transaction, all the transaction related to salary will be recorded in the salary account. All the transactions related to commission will be recorded in the commission account. Okay, so this is called account. Okay, so now you can say that how accounts are look like. Okay, before I am showing you what is account and how it looks like, I think you have remembered that I have told you in accountancy we don't need any formula, we don't need any mathematics. Okay, we just need what is, one is plus and another is minus. Okay, that means when we will do practical, or when we will solve the question from accountancy, either we have to plus, or we have to minus. Okay, but whenever we will do accountancy, we will not give these symbols. We will not give either plus symbol or minus symbols. Rather we have to calculate it by debit and credit. DR means debit, short form of debit, and CR means credit. Okay, now you can ask me which one is plus and which one is minus. Okay, so there is no clear definition that debit is plus, credit is minus, or credit is plus or debit is minus. It is actually the relationship between debit and credit is opposite. The relationship between debit and credit is opposite. If debit is plus, then credit is minus, and if credit is plus, then debit is minus. Okay, so there is no proper classification that debit is plus and credit is minus, or credit is plus, debit is minus. We have to remember that the relationship between debit and credit is opposite. That means if debit is plus, then credit is minus, and if credit is plus, then debit is minus. Okay, so now I will show how account look like. An account is always T-shaped. An account is always T-shaped. That is, suppose it is a salary account. Salary account. Okay. So it is always T-shaped. Any account, an account is a T-shape. And this is our left hand side, and this is our right hand side. Okay. So now we will write the left hand side of the account is called debit, and right hand side of the account is called credit. Okay, so this is account. Remember, an account is always T-shaped, and the left hand side of the account is debit, and right hand side of the account is credit. What is debit? Now tell me, what is debit? Okay, so debit means whenever we will record transactions. This is the two part. Okay, this is an account, and it has two sides, debit side and credit side. In debit side we will record transaction, and in credit side we will also record transaction. Then what is debit? Debit means whenever we record transaction in the left hand side of the account, it is called debit, and whenever we will record transaction in the right hand side of the account, it is called credit. This is our left hand side, and whenever we will record transaction in the left hand side, it is called debit, and whenever we will write transaction in the right hand side, it is called credit. Okay, so there is no proper definition of, there is no proper classification of debit and credit, that what is debit means plus or credit means minus, or credit means plus or debit means minus. But remember, the relationship between debit and credit is always opposite. And what is debit? Debit means, if question comes that what is debit, so simply write debit means recording of transaction in the left hand side of an account, and what is credit? Credit means recording of transaction in the right hand side of the account. And this is an account which is always T-shaped, and we have to record transaction in both sides. If we record transaction in the left hand side, then we record it in the debit side, and if we record it in the right hand side, then we will record it in the credit side. This is the this is how an account looks like. Okay, so I think all of you are clear what is account. An account is a summarized record of all the transactions relating to any person, any item of income, any item of expenditure, any person, any asset, or any liabilities. Suppose what is liability? Liability means our obligation, like sundry creditor. Sundry creditor. Who is sundry creditor? Remember, sundry creditor means the persons from whom we purchase goods on credit. That means যখন আমরা কোনো একজন ব্যক্তি থেকে গুডস বাকিতে কিনে আনি, ওই পারসন আমার জন্য সান্ড্রি ক্রেডিটর. Okay, so that means I have to pay him money after certain period of time. So it is my duty, it is my obligation, it is my responsibility. So he is my sundry creditor. That means he is my liability. Okay, so sundry creditor, maybe his name is Karan. Okay, that means from Karan I have purchased goods on credit, and I have to pay him the money after certain period of time. Okay, so if we maintain the current account, that is T-shaped, that is debit side, that is credit side. Okay, because an account is always T-shaped, and if we record transaction, now we record transaction in the debit side and in credit side, and the relationship between debit and credit is opposite. Okay, so if anyone tells me that how much amount of goods we have purchased from Karan, and if we maintain these accounts, then we will easily find that from Karan we have paid 5,000 amount of goods. For example, because I am maintaining Karan account, and I can easily say to him that I am purchasing goods from him worth rupees 5,000. Okay, so this is called account which shows the summarized record of all the transactions related to Karan. So now we will learn the classification of accounts. Classification of accounts. Okay. If debit, that means the recording of transaction in the left hand side, debit, it is called debit side, and it is abbreviated, that means in short form we write it is DI. And credit, that is recording of transaction in the right hand side, and we will write it as CI. Okay, and accounts we will write it as A/C. It is a short form of account. Now we will classify the different classification. What are the different types of accounts that we find in business and while doing business? There are two approaches for classification of account. One is traditional approach. One is traditional approach of account classification, and another is modern approach of classification of accounts. Okay, and in today's class we will classify accounts under traditional approach. So if we classify under traditional approach the accounts, then we find accounts are of three types. First one is the personal account. Okay, so if we classify accounts under traditional approach, then we will first find the accounts are classified in three forms. First one is the personal account, another account is real account, and next one is the nominal account. Then personal accounts further classified into three types. First one is the accounts of natural person. Accounts of natural person. Then accounts of artificial person. Accounts of artificial person, and accounts of representative of personal account. Representative of personal accounts. Okay, so this is the classification of accounts under traditional approach. Okay, first we classify accounts in three heads. First one is the personal account, then real account, then nominal account. Again, personal account is further classified into account of natural person, account of artificial person, and representative of personal account. And there is no further classification of real account and nominal account. So you should note it in your copy. This is the classification of accounts under traditional approach. Okay. Now we will discuss in detail what is the personal account, what is real account, and what is nominal account, and what are the classification of personal account, that is account of natural person, account of artificial person, representative of personal account. Okay. So first one, what is personal account? Personal account. Okay, so in Bengali language, the term personal means that Byaktigoto. Okay, but whenever in accountancy we will find the personal account, that means not the account related to ourself. Personal account means the accounts which records transactions, the accounts in which we record transactions relating to any person, relating to any person, relating to any person, any organization, any organization, any company, any company, any institution, etc. Okay, if any account, if we find the accounts related to any person, that means Amir account. So it falls in personal account bit, because the Amir account, Amir means the person, one person, and for which we maintain account, so it falls in personal account. So if we find any account that is related to any person, any organization, any company, any institution, etc., then we can say that it is a personal account. Okay, so for example, I have already given that is Amir account. Amir is a person, so it is a personal account. Okay, like next SBI account. Okay, SBI account. So SBI is an institution, it is a financial institution, so it is a natural account. Next, next one is the any company like Tata Steel Limited account. Next, institutions like schools, colleges like Guwahati University account. This type of accounts is personal account, because Amir is a person, so it is related to person. Whenever we will find any account that is related to any person, any person, you can say that it is a personal account. Like accounts related to me, okay, myself, Otonus Day account, then we can say that it is personal account. Okay, so any account related to any organization, like any organization means in the sense Messrs. Birla Traders. Messrs. Birla Traders, that is one shop. Okay, so shop means an organization. So any account related to Birla Traders, Join Brothers, etc., then it is a personal account, because it is related to organization. Tata Steel Limited, so it is a company. So any account related to any company, we can say that it is a personal account. Guwahati University account, it is related to institution, educational institutions, so it is a personal account. So whenever any transactions related to any person, and any accounts which records the transaction related to any person, any institution, any organization, or any company, then we can say that this account is a personal account. Okay, and again, if we can classify personal account, then we find the first one is the accounts of natural person. Accounts of natural person. So who are the natural person? Natural person means I, you, and other peoples. Okay, like Ram. Ram is a natural person. Okay, like Salim, he is a natural person. Okay, next Mohan, he is a natural person. Kabir, he is a natural person. Okay, so as personal account related records transaction related to any person, and the natural person means the Ram, Salim, Mohan, Kabir. That means I, we, you, etc. So these types of accounts is called accounts of natural person. Okay. Next, what is another classification? Accounts of artificial person. Accounts of artificial person. What is artificial? Artificial means the things or any item which is made by man. Okay, which is made by any man. Artificial means man-made things. Okay, so if you can define the personal account, then we find accounts related to any person, any organization, any company, and any institutions. In this four item, the person is only natural person, organization is an artificial person, company is an artificial person, and institution is an artificial persons, because these are these things which is made by the man. Okay, so in that classification, this is the only false in the accounts of natural persons, because natural persons means Ram, Sham, Jadu, Madhu, Kabir, Salim, Mohan, etc. But artificial things means the things which are made by the man, like organization, that is State Bank of India, like educational institutions like Guwahati University, Assam University, like organizations like Join Brothers, Bata, Khadims, etc. Okay, so these are the artificial accounts. Next one is the representative personal account. Okay, what is representative personal account? Representative personal account means when we record transactions relating not to any one person. When we record transactions related to a large number of persons together, it is called representative of personal account. Okay, like employees account, Okay, so in that account we cannot identify single employee. We cannot say that it is the account of 50 employee. We cannot say that it is the account of 12 employee, because in employees account we will say that all the transaction related to whatever the number of employees in the organization. Okay, so employees account means the accounts which records transaction relating to a large number of persons together, not for single persons. Okay, like students account, in students account we cannot say that it is the transaction, it is the account for only 10 students. We cannot say that it is the account for 5 students. In that educational institution, whatever is the number of students, it is this account records the transaction relating to that number of students. Okay, so these are the 3 classification of personal account. One is accounts of natural person, that is Ram, Sham, Jadu, Madhu, Kabir, Salim, Mohan, Amir, etc. Next one is the artificial person, that means the organization, that is the organization State Bank of India, then Guwahati University, Assam University, etc. Because these are the things made by the man. And the last one is the representative personal account. That means whenever any transaction represents a large number of groups together, we can say that it is the representative of personal account, like employees account, students accounts. This is called personal account because personal account records transactions related to any person, any organization, any company, any institution, or any shop, or any small shops and large shops. Okay, so this is called personal account. Next, what is real? Second one is the real account. Okay, what is real account? Real account means the accounts which is related to. So in book it is written that what is real account? The account heads which records transactions relating to tangible things, which can be, what is tangible things? The tangible things are those things which can be touched, feel, and we can see. Okay, like furniture account. Furniture is our asset, so it is a thing, so it comes in real account. Building account, land account, machinery account, cash account, etc. So what is real account? In simple, real accounts are those accounts which records transaction relating to any asset or any things that is used by the business. So what are the things? That is furniture is our asset, building is our asset, machinery is our asset, cash, that means our currency, it is our asset. So whenever any transaction is related, any accounts which records transaction relating to tangible things or asset, it is called real account. So accounts related to assets is called real account. Furniture account, building account, land account, machinery account, cash in hand account, cash at bank account, cash at bank account, etc. Okay, so this is called real account. Real account records the transaction relating to the asset of the business. Okay. Next, what is the next one is the nominal account. Nominal account. Okay, so in nominal account, okay, if in personal account, the personal account records the transaction related to any person, any organization, any company, any institution. Okay, this is called personal account. In real account, related to asset of the business, that is furniture, building, land, machinery, cash at bank, etc. In nominal account, what is these accounts records? These accounts records transaction related to income. Sorry, first one is the expenses and losses, and incomes and gains. Okay, so whenever any account records the transactions related to expenses, losses, incomes and gains, this account is called nominal account. Okay, so like sales account. So sales means sales, whenever we purchase goods, then we sold it to another person, and the sale is our income, so it is nominal account. Next, we purchase goods, because in order to sell goods we have to purchase goods, then purchase account. If sales means whenever we sell goods to any person, then we receive money, so it is our income, so it is a sales account. Whenever we purchase goods, that means we goods purchase from another person, then we have to pay it to him, so it is our expenses, so it is nominal account. Next, profit account. So profit account means I am purchasing goods for ₹10 and sold it to another person for ₹12, so my profit is 2, so it is my gain. My gain or profit, so it will come in nominal account. Next, loss account. Loss account means whenever I purchase goods for ₹10 and sold it to another person for ₹8, so it is a loss, so it will come in the nominal account. For example, salary account. So what is salary account? I have already discussed. In salary account, we will record whatever amount of money we have paid to another person. So whenever we pay money to another person, so it is my expenses, so it is all in nominal account. Next one is the discount allowed account. Okay, discount are of two types. Whenever we purchase goods, whenever we sold goods to another person, he may ask for discount from me. In that case, if I allow discount, then it is my loss, so it is in nominal account. Similarly, discount received account. What is discount received? In such a case, whenever we purchase goods from another person, then I may ask him for discount. In such a case, if he allows me discount, then it is my profit, so it is followed in the nominal account. Okay, so this is the classification of accounts under traditional approach. The first one is the personal account, real account and nominal account. Okay, personal accounts records transaction relating to any person, any organization, any institution or any company. Okay, next, real account, simply real account related to the assets of the business. Next, nominal account. In nominal account, we find four items. One is expenses, another is losses, incomes and gains. These are the classification of accounts. Okay, so I think you have understood it well, and in our next class we will discuss some other items related to that. Okay, so till then, stay safe and thank you.